In this video, I'm going to talk about the ternary operator in C. So the ternary operator in C is a way of doing basically a quick little inline if statement inside an expression. So let's say we've got two variables. A is 5 and we'll say B is 2. I could have an if statement check if A is equal to B, and if it is, I'll set the value of C to something depending on that. So I'll say if A is equal to B, C is going to be equal to, we'll say 10. Otherwise, we're going to say C is equal to 5. And that's a simple little if statement there. And I could output the result. I could say %D, let's output what C is, and we're going to get that C is 5, right? Because A does not equal B in this case. A is 5 and B is 2. And so if we were to output the result here, after we run the program, we get C is 5. Now, this is a conventional way of doing an if to determine what we're going to assign to this value here. Now, I could do it this way with a ternary operator. So I could say // // let's comment this out. And let's use the ternary operator instead now. I'm going to say here C is equal to, I'm going to have a Boolean expression here, something that evaluates to a Boolean. And I'm going to say here A is equal to B. So that's my Boolean expression. Then I'm going to say here question mark, and I'm going to say here 10, 5, semicolon. So this here altogether is our ternary operator being used. And what we're doing is we're checking if this is true or false. So this has to evaluate to true or false. If it evaluates to true, this value is going to be the result of this expression. If it's false, this value is going to be the result of the expression. And so this is either going to be 10 or it's going to be 5, depending on whether A is equal to B or not. So in this case, because A is not equal to B, we're going to get 5 back again, and we get 5 back. And we've kind of shortened the lines of code here to express this situation here. If I made, B5 here, now they are equal to each other. And if we recompile it here and run it, now we get C is 10 because A is equal to B and so forth. And so therefore this value here is returned essentially from this expression here as the result of it. And that's basically the ternary operator in a nutshell. Now we can use it in different situations. So we could use the ternary operator in the middle of some operation here. So we could say maybe like, we'll make a different expression down here. We'll say here int result, and we'll say result is equal to 0 initially, just to initialize it to something. And I'm going to say here result is equal to, and we'll say that it is going to be 10 times, and then we'll do A is equal to C, ternary operator, and then we're going to say here 2 or 1. And so what's going to result from this ternary operator is either 2 or 1, and it's going to be 2 if A is equal to C, and it's going to be 1 if A is not equal to C. Now C is 10 and A is 5, so it's not going to be equal to C. We're going to get 1 back from this expression. We're going to get 10 times 1, and our result should then be 10. So we can print out the result here. We'll say printf, and we'll say here result, and we'll say here %d to output the result, and we'll just output the result value there. And if we do a recompilation here, we get the result is 10. Now, let's say that C was equal to A. So let's say that we're going to make C 5 here instead of 10, and we'll make this 10 actually. So we'll say 5 and 10, we flipped it now. So this, in this case here, because A is equal to B, we're going to get 5 is equal to 5 here. If that's going to be true, C is going to be set to 5. And now in this code down here, A is going to be equal to C, and we're going to return 2 here from this entire ternary expression because A is equal to C, this value is what's produced as a result, and then this expression is going to return 2. So we run this here, and now we're going to get result is 20 because this whole thing here returned true, which multiplied by 10 gives us 20, and we get result 20. So we can use ternary operators in situations like this where it's in the middle of some expression. It's actually going to produce some value that's going to be used in some larger expression. Now, when to use ternary operators? Really, they can be a little bit hard to read for some people because they're not used to seeing them. They're used to seeing if statements. That's what everyone kind of understands. Ternary operators are less used. They're more seldom used. And therefore, in general, I kind of usually try to avoid using them. Now, where I do find them to be useful personally is if you have a situation where you know with absolute certainty that it is only ever going to be either this or that. Something is either true or false. And there's no sort of in-between states. It'll only ever be an if-else situation. It'll never be an if-else-if, else-if, else-if, else situation. It's only either this or that. So it's day or it's night. It's morning or it's afternoon. There's no in between. In those situations, a ternary operator can sometimes be useful, especially if it's going to shorten up your code and make it simpler. If it's the kind of code that's not going to have to be modified very much as well, that's another good case for a ternary operator, because even if the reader doesn't understand it, then at least, they don't have to tweak it, they don't have to modify it. So anyways, that's the ternary operator in C. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers, including courses to help you develop C programming projects.